Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tuesday, and today I am back in my closet. I am ready to declutter some shoes. I actually started this video a couple of days ago and got into it and was like, this is gonna be way more than I really want to tackle right now. I don't know why decluttering always becomes such a hard thing to do, but it just seems that that's the way it is. Nevertheless, today is the day. It's raining outside, it's gray, it's cloudy, and it's the perfect time to clear out some clutter. As you can see, my closet is very full of stuff, so it really needs to be pared down. Today, shoes, so let's dive into it. So my original thought processing for this video was that I was going to take all my shoes out, put them in a pile, sort them by type, and walk through with you guys what I was keeping and what I wasn't. But I have way too many shoes for all of that. They're pretty well organized, I should say. So behind me here on this shelf up here, I have loose shoes, and they are up here heel to toe, and I've actually cleared out a couple of pairs out of here. That's why there's these spaces here. But above that is actually boxes of shoes. So all my shoes are, I'm gonna see if I can pull one really quickly here, in boxes like this. So they're nice and neat for the most part. What has happened, of course, is that I have outgrown the number of boxes that I have. So below me here, below the camera, out of sight, are piles of shoes that don't have a home. And when I get to that point, that means it's time for me to start paring down. I know there are plenty of shoes up here, up above, down below, underneath my dresser here, that need to go. Shoes that I probably haven't worn in years and years and years, shoes that have no good reason to be here, and that are just kind of taking up valuable real estate at this point. So I'm going to actually, instead of taking everything out and sorting and all that kind of stuff, I'm just going to touch each shoe, go through each box, wherever the shoe may be found, and just decide whether I want to keep it or not keep it. I will take you guys along for the ride, kind of stopping to give you guys some pointers about why you should keep things, why you shouldn't keep things, why you might want to keep things. And we'll just do it like that. I think that's going to be the most fun and easy route to go. So come on into my closet. Let's do this. Okay, so I wanted to throw this in really quickly. I'm sitting here in my bed editing this video. It is so freaking long. I could not even begin to imagine how long this video was going to be. So it is going to be way edited down for just brevity. I'm not going to show you every single pair of shoes that I declutter. I'm just going to like go through the highlights so that I can get this video down to like an acceptable time. So I'm sorry I can't show you everything, but this was about a 2-hour process for me. I got the film down to about an hour on the first edit. I'm going to try and get it down to a half hour, but I just wanted to kind of put that disclaimer in here, right here. So if it's choppy, you know what happened. All right, enjoy. All right, I'm going to start with a pair of Sam Edelman shoes here. I got these last summer. I haven't had a real great opportunity to wear these a lot yet, but I really love them. Let's see what's below here. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of things in here that are like maybes, because maybe they're a little worn, like these here. I really like these shoes. They're by Soft. I think I picked them up at Nordstrom Racks a couple years ago, but they've definitely had some wear to them, but I do really like them. And so I think this is something I'm probably going to have to try on before I make any decisions about keeping it. So I'm going to put those in a pile off to the side for me to try on all at once. Same thing is going to apply to a lot of sneakers in my collection. So last summer I was obsessed with Cole Haan tennis shoes. Like I have 4 or 5 pairs of them because I just was so in love with them. And then over time, I've just kind of realized that maybe I don't love them as much as I thought I did, but I don't know that I'm going to keep these. So these are going to go in my maybe pile too. I think actually all the Cole Haan sneakers that I have, which like I said, is about 3 or 4 pairs, are going to go into the maybe pile. These are my absolute favorite Converse. Okay, not my absolute favorite, but they're definitely my most worn pair of Converse. And these actually belonged to my husband initially. He bought these for himself. He never wore them, and so they just kind of became mine by default because we wear similar size shoes. So this is actually the men's Converse, but they fit like a dream. So that's why I love them so much. I am a sucker for Converse, even though they don't have any support in them. I buy these particular insoles that I get at Walgreens and put those in them, and they seem to be just fine. I can walk around in these all day without any issues. I love a good Converse. This is not my favorite pair, but it's my most worn pair. I'll show you my favorite pair if I can find it, even though I don't wear them very often because they don't fit very well, but I do love them. So when I find them, I'll let you know. Okay, finally a pair that is definitely going. It's another pair of Converse. They're not super comfortable, and the reason being because these are a 10 and they are women's 10, and I am a 10.5, and so my toe is constantly hitting at the top of the toe box here. So they're in really great shape. So I'm gonna probably put these on Poshmark and see how that goes. But these are the first shoe that are definitely going. This is another shoe that I'm going to be keeping. I got these last summer. They are by Cole Haan. They fit beautifully. They are so comfortable. They have the slightest bit of support in them. I just love wearing these. But this is not something I would have normally picked up because I feel like it's very mature. It's a very mature shoe, but it's actually very classic, and like I said, super comfortable, and I love it. I love that it sits all the way around the foot. I love that it has this strap that goes all the way around, so it stays on my foot. My foot doesn't slide through. It's super comfortable. This is definitely a keeper. I wear these quite often. Here's another shoe I'm definitely going to keep, even though it's probably getting down to its last year or so of wear. These are by Steve Madden. They're size 10. But I love, actually, they're size 11. No wonder I love these so much. But what I love about them is all of the detailing on them. All the little studs are just so edgy and cool. That very rocker chic vibe. That is so me. So I love, love, love these. Okay, I came to the Tiva party pretty late. I just found this brand this year. I bought these back in June, earlier this summer, and I absolutely love them. They are absolutely one of my favorite pairs of shoes. I love to put these on with dresses. I love to put them on with a pair of trousers or a pair of jeans, shorts, and they're so comfortable. Oh my gosh, my feet love me when I wear these. So you best believe these are staying. This is a pair of Crocs I picked up again earlier this year, this summer in June. I haven't had a chance to really wear these yet. They'd be really cute with the outfit I'm wearing today. And I think what's throwing me off from wearing them a little more often is this silver that's on here. I'm really a gold girl, but for some reason I was attracted to these. So I'm gonna give them a full run before I decide to discard them, especially since I just bought them, a month ago. But yeah. Remember I told you I had a favorite pair of Converse? These are it. And they're my favorite because they have my name embroidered on them. So I don't wear these as much anymore. I used to wear them quite often, but they are starting to come unglued just a little bit, around the edges here. And so I may have to get a replacement for them. You can see they're really worn here, they're starting to come apart, which is kind of the joy of Converse, right? That you wear them until they literally fall apart. But I loved these just because they were designed for me by my husband. It was one of the kind of earlier gifts in our marriage that he got me. And so I just absolutely love these because they're one of a kind. They're made just for me and they have my name on them. So, I mean, can't get more special than that. So these I'm hanging on to for sentimental purposes. I do have a couple of pair of shoes that I hang on to because there's good memories attached to them, and this is one of them. I won't be getting rid of these probably anytime soon, so these are going to go back on the shelf. By the end of this video, you're going to know I'm a fan of Crocs. I just love the way they feel. I love the way they support my feet. I love walking in them. This is a pair of Crocs sandals that I got on Amazon some time back. I absolutely love these for the the same reason that I love my Cole Haans, because they, you know, keep my foot stable with this ankle strap here, but they're open toe. So I got these, I think, in a size 10, so they fit properly. So what happens for me is that as a size 10.5 wearer, if it's an open toe sandal, a 10 usually I can get away with. It doesn't look funny or weird. But if it's a closed toe shoe, I really need a 10.5. An 11 is usually too large, although I will always try, and a 10 is almost always too small. So a 10.5 for a closed toe shoe, a 10 I can get away with if it's an open toe shoe. And so that's why I love these. These are by Lucky Brand, and I actually won these in a contest last year from just before Steinmart became defunct. Gosh, my shoes really need to be cleaned. This is like a real problem. Like, I'm such a proponent of taking care of your stuff. And like, as I'm looking through my shoe collection, I'm like, girl, you need to do something about this. Anyways, I wore these all last summer. I'm going to try these on again before I make any decisions about whether I'm going to keep them or not. I love the Diorce vibe of them with the open side here, but they are super flat. And so they don't have any like real support in them, but we'll try them on and see what we think before making a decision. I love these sneakers so much that this is actually like my third or fourth, maybe even fifth pair of these. These are by Saucony. And it's a running shoe actually. And I always get these in a size 11 because they fit well. And then they're the only shoe that I have that my orthotics actually fit in. So yes, I actually own orthotics, but they don't fit in any of my shoes. Or I have shoes where I don't have inserts that can be taken out. So this is one of the only pairs of shoes that I have that they actually fit in and they're super, super comfortable in. When I wear those orthotics, they do squeak because they are a hard plastic, but they do really work. And so on the days when my knee or back or hip is really getting to me, I put these on, there is relief, and life goes on. These are a pair of Dr. Scholl's wedges that I bought, I don't know, a while ago. Definitely the most comfortable wedges I've ever bought, ever. Even though they have height on them, they feel amazing. I can walk around in these for like a long time, and because they have ankle straps on them, they support my ankles, and I absolutely love these. And I would not hesitate to buy these in another color if I could find them. Yeah, these are wonderful. So definitely keeping those. Okay, I'm starting to get into the shoes that like I'm holding on to because one day maybe I might wear them or need them for something. I have probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 pairs of shoes like that where I'm like, I should probably keep those because I never know, one day I might actually need them again, even though I can't imagine when or where that will be. One of those is a pair of Calvin Klein heels, and they have a pretty good heel on them, but they're really comfortable because they have this kind of mini platform here. These are actually a 9.5, but surprisingly they fit because I have put quite a bit of wear on them. I used to wear heels a lot more often than I do now because I used to work in an industry where there were lots of events and you dressed up for meetings and shows and stuff. So I wore these a lot. Now I don't do any of that. I literally go nowhere. So I am contemplating whether I want to keep these or not for like maybe, or if it's just time to just accept that that part of my life is probably over, at least for now. And that even if it picks back up at some point in the future, that these may not be the shoes I want to wear. But I will tell you this about them. These are really comfortable. One, because of the platform. They have the ankle strap on them. I'm always looking for shoes that have ankle straps on them because I have very weak ankles. My feet are constantly sliding in shoes. And I know that they do cut your leg off visually. So maybe these aren't like the best as far as like a visual style goes. But they are definitely the most supportive for my feet. Yeah. I'm really I'm really torn about these couple pairs of shoes. There's these ones. There's these booties, which I picked up from Kohl's. They're by Juicy Couture. I picked these up years and years ago, and I may have worn these like once. But they're peep toe booties, zips in the front. I love them because they have this edgy detailing on them. I mean, they're really in really great shape, so I hate to part with them. But okay, this next pair of shoes, I'm kind of embarrassed to even show you because I literally haven't worn them in so long that they're covered in dust. So this is the shoe. And I've been hesitating to get rid of these because I do have a memory attached to them that I won't share here because it's kind of personal, but it's a peep toe shoe with T-strap on it, a wide T-strap, and it has these really adorable kind of satin ribbon ties on them, and I loved these shoes. I really did. That being said, they weren't a perfect fit, but when I saw them, sorry, there's so much dust flying, but when I saw them, I was like, oh, I have to have them because, again, I really loved the detailing on them. That ribbon strap is really what sold me on these shoes. That being said, I've worn these a lot. They have been nicked in the front, and I have covered them with black permanent marker, black paint. I've covered it with so much stuff trying to keep these shoes alive, but I think it's time to let these go. I literally haven't worn these in so many years, I can't even begin to tell you. They've just been sitting at the back of my shoe closet because, like I said, I had a memory that's attached to them. But like I said in my sleepwear decluttering video, if the memory isn't necessarily sparking joy, it might be time to let them go. And it's not that this memory doesn't spark joy. It's just that it's kind of a sad memory. And it's been enough time now that I think I can let these go and still like look back on the time with happy thoughts, even though it was a very sad period of time. But yeah, these shoes, this was a good pair of shoes. I got them at DSW on clearance, which is how I usually shop, DSW. And oh yeah, these are definitely going. I can see they're starting to come apart. So right here, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but like the sole is actually coming away from the shoe. So it's time to let these go. Sad, but good memories attached to those, and we'll be forever grateful for what these shoes did. Another pair of shoes that I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get rid of you. These Jessica Simpson shoes, I got these on clearance at Dillard's many, many years ago. I probably have worn them around my house more than anything because I've trumped in these for like photo shoots and that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I've actually worn them out anywhere. But they are very, very comfortable, again, because of this platform bottom here, the platform sole, because it's a really high heel. This is the highest heel shoe that I own right now, and I love them. I love the suede on them. I love the T-strap, which has this very kind of vintage floral thing going on. The, you know, that they keep your foot in is a perfect nude. They look so good with so many things. I really love these shoes. I love these shoes, and they're super comfortable. But again, when is the next time I'm going to actually wear these shoes? Ever? Am I ever going to wear these? I've literally been holding on to them for years, just like hoping that I would get a chance to put my foot back into these. Just, you guys, I don't know, obviously, because this is before I started my YouTube journey. I've always been a very big shoe. I've always had a huge shoe fetish. I have spent countless hours perusing the big department stores for shoes. I would buy 4 and 5 pairs of shoes at a time. I literally racked up so much credit card debt in my 20s buying shoes, beautiful shoes that I actually really loved. A lot of shoes that I hated to let go of, but eventually I finally did because I either wore them out or they, you know, they just got to be something that wasn't in style anymore or whatever. But me and shoes, we have a very close relationship. I attach so many memories to shoes. I can tell you so many stories about what shoe I was wearing, almost better than what clothing I was wearing. And I don't know what it is about shoes, but for me, there's a lot of emotion attached to them. And so I just hate to part with them. It's very hard for me to declutter shoes because I can't let go. But I'm actually going to try these on before I make any decisions on them, because I feel like the suede is getting a little bit tough from years of just non-use. And so that might be reason enough to let these ones go. Okay, I've literally never worn these shoes anywhere. But I held on to them because I loved them so much. This is definitely purchased during a logo mania kind of moment. I think logos were having a resurgence last summer, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when I bought these. And I absolutely love them. They have a great wedge on them. Again, ankle strapped. They kept my toe on, but they're a little snug. And I thought, oh, when I wear them, they'll loosen up, but the time to wear them has never come. They literally still have like the paper on them. I don't think the time to wear them is going to come, but I'll put them on my feet just one more time. Since I don't have any memories attached to them, it's more just like, oh, I wasted money on this. Okay, I'm not going to take these off the shelf because I've already gone through my booties. I had, I think, like 5 pairs of booties up here. 2 of them I've already gotten rid of because, like I said, I started this video a couple days ago. And I got rid of them for sizing purposes. They were 10s and they just didn't fit. One of them, I had literally worn those boots to death. I don't know when my feet actually went from a 10 to a 10.5, but at some point in the last maybe 5 years or so, I went from being a 10 to a 10.5, like my feet grew. This box, I'm gonna move to the side of the camera. This box here is actually like all my flip-flops. Every year I usually get a pair or 2 from like Old Navy or Target, like just the rubber flip-flops. And I wear them a lot around the house. I wear them when I go get pedicures. I throw them in the washing machine like all the time. And so I just throw them in this box so that they're not all over the floor, because they don't really, you know, need to be taking up any more space. And then I just grab them as I need them. So that's what's in this box right here. Everything in here is in good shape because I throw them away as they kind of get beat up. I just go ahead and chuck them. So these are all in good shape, I know. So I'm just going to leave those and then move on to the shoes that are on the floor. I just got these recently on Amazon. They're like Croc-like, but they're not Crocs. And I like these because they have dog hair in them, because, you know, I have a dog. I like these because this part that goes over the foot is actually very thin. If you ever owned Crocs, like the traditional clog type ones, you know that they're very wide across the foot, and I have a very, very narrow foot, so they don't work for me, besides the fact that they don't come in house sizes. So I purchased these. I saw these online kind of on a random like Amazon recommends thing, and I love these things. I wear them quite a bit. I got them in an 11 because I got the 10 first and they were too small. The 11 works perfectly, and I don't know, they're very comfortable. They have that like I want to be a sneaker kind of vibe to them, but they are built like a Croc, the same kind of like plasticky material. Not quite as cushioned as a Croc, but nevertheless, good shoe. Did I mention that I like Crocs? This is a pair of Crocs Sandals that I have. Love these bad boys. I wear these all the time. Actually, I think I have nail polish on these because I probably like took them to get a pedicure. But yeah, I love Crocs. You guys are gonna laugh. It's another pair of Crocs. These are a pair of slides. I think I got these at DSW, if I'm not mistaken. I absolutely love them. They're so comfortable. I mean, really, I was slow to get on the Crocs train, but y'all, I love them. They're so comfortable. They're by far the most comfortable pair of shoes just for like every day that I own. I clearly have a bad habit of buying shoes because I like some detail. Again, with the ribbon straps on these, I really loved these sneakers because they have all these cutouts through here. So this is all like sheer through there. Super comfortable. They're by Vanelli Sport. They were an 11 though, and so they are a little bit too big. Black shoes are just not something I wear that often, and so I think I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna try them before I make any final decisions, but I think those are gonna go. This is a pair of universal threads that I got from Target. I love the color and I love a good mule. I don't know what was so comfortable about these shoes. I'm actually about to put one on so I can see if I was like losing my mind. No, these are just really great shoes. A really low kind of block heel here. It's the color though for me. It's definitely the color. Now I saw a pair of shoes on Stitchfix that are similar to these, which once I'm past my shopping hiatus, I might invest in them just to see if I can replace these. The only reason I'm thinking about getting rid of these is because they're just very worn, but you can see like the bottom is still in really good shape. It's just that the suede part here has gotten a little bit dirty. But if I can't get a replacement for these, I might keep these. I might just take some time to really clean them, even though they're a little bit worn, and see if I can't get one more year out of them, because they're really comfortable. Yeah, I love these. This was a good shoe. I'm so sad about losing these shoes. I'm gonna let these go because I've just tried them on, and just standing in them is making my ankles hurt. I love these shoes. They have this great faux croc leather, faux leather, and a faux suede back, ankle strap. But what's killer about these shoes? Look at that. Look at those spikes on the back. Look at that. I had to have these. I think I searched for a little bit to get these. They're from, remember when Target did Sam and Livy? That's when I got these. Oh, I love these shoes so much. I don't want to let them go. I may have to find somewhere in my office just to put these, just so I can have them. Because I do love these. I don't think I want to let these go. Nope, I don't think I want to let those go. Told you I was emotionally attached. My closet floor is so dusty. Oh. Oh. These are at the bottom of my closet for a reason, because you know, this is stuff I don't wear anymore. But gosh, I love these shoes. All right. I think I bought these shoes the same time I bought the black T-strap ones with the peep toes. Okay, these are by Audrey Burke. They're fabulous. Pointy toe, pony hair, leather, or pony hair toe, with leopard print, ankle strap, really nice wide one, great heel. I know I have worn these. Yep, I can see inside. I know I have worn these so much that I have actually ripped the leather, because it has a leather upper. I've ripped the leather at the toe box at the top, because from my toe hitting it so much. You can see how much wear I've put on these. I love these shoes. I love them. And I've never had another pair of shoes like them. They have been so many places with me. These are phenomenal shoes, phenomenal. And I'm very sad about letting them go. They don't fit. I can just tell from where my toes have hit. I can see like where all 5 of my toes have hit the top of the shoe. I love these shoes though so much. Y'all will not see me get more emotional than when I talk about shoes. Okay, for those of you who shop the Target shoe department, you will recognize these. They come out every single year. I think now they're produced by like Universal Threads, but at the time they were from Merona. I think I have these in like black and nude and white and whatever other colors they came in. And these are going to go. These are pretty old. They're still in pretty good shape, but they just have zero support in them. And so I need a better shoe. So I'm going to let those go. Y'all, the dust bunnies are real. Another shoe I'd forgotten I had. These are by Dansko. And I bought them because they have that same like wood, plastic, whatever, bottom like my Dr. Scholl's, but I don't think these are as comfortable. I literally don't think I've worn them anywhere but besides my house, so let me think about those. The awesome thing about cleaning out your closet is you find things that you've forgotten you had. It's like finding lost treasure. All right, another pair of shoes that I probably will never wear again, but I'm keeping for emotional reasons. These sandals, here. They have a dragonfly on them. They're pretty pink. These are my wedding shoes. You can see I like dinged the back so badly. Yeah, they're like, because I had fun at my wedding. So I'm holding on to these, you know, for sentimental reasons. I don't know how long the dress is going to stay with me. I've had it for 15 years so far, but the shoes will stay in my closet as long as I have room to keep them. Yeah, these were like the perfect sandal. I could not have picked a better sandal for my wedding dress. My wedding dress was a beautiful pink and ivory kind of ombre vibe, and these were perfect. So yeah, I'll be keeping those. Another pair of shoes I'm keeping for sentimental reasons. These are, and I've talked about these on Instagram if you follow me there. These were a pair of infamous dancing shoes for me. They have seen many a nights in many a clubs in Las Vegas. So yeah, I'm holding on to these. A lot of good memories attached to these. They are going nowhere. Okay, it looks like I finally made it through all the boxes on the bottom, but I have more shoes that are actually underneath my dresser. But I've got myself blocked in here now, so I'm gonna have to at least go through these maybes before I can make any decisions about the shoes under the dresser. Okay, this project has taken a lot out of me. I'm hot. Okay, I just went through a big chunk of my maybes, and I have 4 pairs that I'm getting rid of. These black shoes, because it ended up coming down to the bulk they added at the ankle. These, because sliding. These, because there's just zero support. It's just like wearing flip-flops. I might as well have a pair of flip-flops. And these, because they just weren't super comfortable. And again, adding bulk at the ankle. Okay, I have enough space here now that I can tackle the shoes that are underneath this dresser. I'm getting tired, y'all. It's like a lot of shoes. So far I've gotten rid of about 15 pairs of shoes, I think. So I am making some headway. Just it's taking a minute. All right, here we go. Okay, we'll start with the shoes I'm actually wearing today, which are these Koolaburra by Uggs. These are really comfortable. I was surprised at how comfortable they are. I just got these in June, and I love them. And I'm actually thinking about investing in another pair of these once I get past my shopping hiatus, of course. But yeah, they're really, really, really comfortable. They come in about 4 or 5 colors. I got these cheetah print ones because why not? And yeah, I love them. They're not overly hot in the summer either. I think these shoes are like really buried underneath here. Ugh. Most of what's underneath here is athletic shoes. So like these Pumas that I got also last summer. They're super comfortable. I usually just wear these kinds of shoes just for working out. Okay, I don't know what happened to my boot fillers that I usually have these in, but gosh, they're dusty. So these are my suede boots by Sam Edelman. I haven't had a real chance to wear these, obviously, but I love them because they have a pointy toe on them. They're 10.5, nice block heel. They fit over my calf really nicely. So I'll definitely be keeping these, but I definitely need to find my boot fillers for these so they can stop falling all over the floor. This closet clean out is so overdue. Oh, it's such a mess in here. Like I can hardly get to the shoes for these 2 drawers being overstuffed and me needing to go through that stuff, but one thing at a time. There's a really great story behind me getting these boots that has to do with me like outsmarting another customer to get them, but they're gonna go. Somehow I've scuffed them a little bit. I've worn them a couple times, not too much. It's a really great platform boot with a nice heel on it. They zip just through here, so really easy to get on. Really comfortable boot. I think they're by 9 West, 9 & Co. I don't know what that brand is, but anyway, but it's time for these to go. They're a 10. I rarely ever wear them. They're not the like world's most comfortable shoes or boots anyways. I just really liked them because of their style. Like I said, you know, when you work in an industry where fashion matters and everybody's wearing heels and you're trying to look a particular way, then these definitely came in handy. They have traveled Did these travel overseas with me? They may have. I think I took these with me to London, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they've seen a few things, but I'm ready to let those go. So that was the last pair of shoes underneath there. I don't think I have shoes hidden anywhere else. Like, that was a workout, like the getting, like crawling underneath there to get to some of this stuff. And I'm surprised I'm not a lot more dirty than I am. But I think that's everything. I think those are all the shoes. The only thing that's left for me to do is to go over a couple of shoes that I was very sentimental about and determine whether I'm keeping those or not. I have space for them now. That's going to be definitely one of the plus, you know, kind of pros for keeping them, that I have space for them. I'm not like, you know, hurting for the space. So I might just put them in the back where I don't usually reach, just so I can have them there, know they're there, look at them when I want to. And yeah, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 pairs of shoes that are like that, besides the 2 that I'm definitely going to keep, like my wedding shoes and my dancing shoes. Those stay. But I have 4 pairs of shoes that like are just kind of waiting to see. No, 5 pairs of shoes. Sorry, 5 pairs of shoes that are like, am I ever going to wear these again? Or they're a little bit worn out and they probably should go, but I'm really sentimentally attached to them. So I'm going to think through those. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. All right, let me get this mess cleaned up. Okay, I am done decluttering for today. I've done everything I need to do. The only thing that's left is I'm going to vacuum this floor, but I'll do that after I finish recording. Okay, so here's what's been accomplished today. I went through every single pair of shoes that I own. I cleaned out, excuse me, sorry. I cleaned out a lot of dust bunnies. That's what I did. I cleaned out about 15 pairs of shoes, including a couple pairs of boots, 8 pair of boots and a couple pair of booties that I didn't show you guys on camera, but yeah, so about 15 pairs of shoes are gone. I have 2 blank boxes with nothing in them, which means I have room for at least 2 more pairs of shoes. I decided to keep all of my sentimental shoes, all the shoes that I was like, oh, I might wear those one day, I might have need for. I kept all of them. There were 5 pairs of them, and I kept them all. The only thing that got chucked were like the ones I showed you, and then I did have 1 sentimental pair of shoes that I finally decided to get rid of. Yeah, but the good news is that all the shoes that were kind of piled up on my floor here are all up. They're either sitting up here on the shelf, or they are in boxes either below my dress wardrobe here or above. So everything is all put away and organized, or I should say just put away. I haven't organized anything, but everything is put away. I will probably organize everything like at a later point. There's so much dust in this closet, you would not even believe. It's been a long time since I've done a clean out in here, so there's a lot of dust bunnies. I cleaned out everything from underneath my dresser, so there is nothing in storage underneath there, which leaves me space to store clothing if I need to at a future point. So I feel really good about my closet clean out. Unlike other parts of my closet, shoes are really hard for me to have rules as far as like what I want to get rid of, but essentially it comes down to things need to fit. They need to be comfortable for me to a certain extent. They need to have positive energy attached to them, just like my sleepwear. And they need to obviously not be like worn out or falling apart. Those things need to go. It's just kind of a like, what space am I in at a certain point in my life that helps me determine whether I'm going to get rid of something or not. As you can see, like I'm very attached to shoes, and there were a lot of shoes that I was like, oh, I don't want to get rid of those yet. But there was also a lot of things that I was just like, these have to go. And so I'm proud of myself. I feel good about what I accomplished. Decluttering is good for the soul. I do feel really good right now. I know that I need to do a better job of housekeeping. That's for darn sure. But I'm trying not to be too judgy with myself, and yeah, just go with it. One last reminder that my 500 subscriber giveaway is still open, so be sure to find that video and follow the instructions so that you can win that $50 Amazon gift card. Be sure to follow me on Instagram if you would like to see me style some of the pieces that I have in my closet. And be sure to like this video if you enjoy decluttering videos. Decluttering videos are such a weird thing, right? Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it feels good to watch other people do it, and it's very inspiring, but also I don't want to bore people, but I figure, oh, well, I guess if you don't want to watch it, you'll just click to the next video, right? Okay. Yeah. So anyways, like this video, subscribe, please subscribe. Join this village of like-minded people who love all things fashion. All right. Until the next video, live with love. Bye.